Most people come to Budapest for the grandiose architecture, the delicious food and the nice thermal bath. But hidden in plain sight, there are dozens of tiny, mysterious statues. A little warm here and a sad tank there, but who made them? Why are they here? And how many can we find during a walk? Hey! My name is Petra, I'm a Hungarian living in Budapest, and today I'm going out for a nice walk where I'm going to search for the Kolodko miniatures. These are tiny statues that are placed in random and sometimes not so random locations all around the city, and I think it's a nice program and creates a wonderful opportunity to walk in the maybe lesser known parts of the city. Okay, let's go! So the first one was the Skála kópé figure. This little one is the advertising figure of the old and very iconic Skála store, which was one of the biggest stores in Hungary from the 1970s. Today the company is only engaged in the rental and sale of department stores. One of these department stores is the one where this little guy lies, the Skála metro at the Nyugati Square. Okay, now I should really go and walk to a place where I don't get some weird faces. So the main concept was that I will talk next to every location, but at some places, like at the Nyugati Square where I found the first statue, there were always many people, so I felt very uncomfortable with making a video there. So yeah, I'm sorry. Next stop is the Falkmiksa Street, where we can find out why is Detective Colombo investigating on the corner. It's a dead squirrel. What happened to this poor little guy? Why is he holding a gun? Who knows? Those are the questions that have to be unfolded. Okay, now let's move on, not hold up the investigation. We have other things to visit. This next miniature is a little further from the other ones. We arrived at the Margaret Bridge at the Buda side. This little toy car right there is called Trabant, which was a status symbol back in the Cold War era, especially in Eastern Europe. Many consider them as the worst cars in the world. They were made out of shitty material like paper thin walls and stuff like that. But one thing is for sure, this was a phenomenon, and it actually still is. You can still find these cars every now and then on the streets, and you can't help yourself but look after it like, okay, wow. So that was the Trabant. I think we should stop for a moment and talk about who is the person who's making these statues. His name is Kolodko, who is a Ukrainian-Hungarian sculptor who started the sort of say miniature movement in Ukraine in his hometown Ungvár. When he moved to Budapest, he continued his art here. Today he has around 40 statues all around Budapest, but he hides them in other parts of the country as well. That's why you can bump into a mini statue in Vác or in Tihany, for example. In such a scenic place next to the Batyány Square, we will find our next statue, and this is the sad tank. As far as I know, its original concept is still not known, but many believe that it symbolizes the revolution in Hungary in 1956.
These little ones are my absolute favorite ones, and in Hungarian they called Egyszer volt Budán kutyavásár, which means in English, once upon a time there was a dog fair in Buda, and they are so cute. Kolodko made these for Children's Day, so this is actually not like a historical thing, it's more like a gift for the children, and I don't know, they are just so adorable. There are more dogs around this little square, and two of them are Hungarian breeds. One is the Vizsla and the other one is the Puli. My personal favorite is the basket one. I just simply adore them. They are so fucking cute. Every time I'm here, I make sure to stop by and just check them out, how they are doing. So with good boys. Let's go forward and check out the other ones. Also, if you enjoy the fact that I run around the streets of Budapest like a poisoned mouse, then consider to subscribe to my channel. Thank you!
What I especially love about the Kolodko statues is that they always preserve some old memories. The statues present old cartoons, historical figures, old brands, so you can learn many things about the Hungarian culture while you're searching for them. I don't think the next one really needs an explanation. This is a Rubik's Cube, the invention of the Hungarian Ernő Rubik. Along the Danube embankment on the Buda side, we can find another little statue, and this is the főkukac, or main worm in English. This is a character from an old Hungarian cartoon, a nagy ho-ho-ho horgász, or in English, the big ho-ho-ho angler. I believe many Hungarians grew up with this cartoon. It's a sweet little cartoon, even I was watching it back then when I was an elementary schooler, so it brings back some nice memories. Maybe if you're interested, you can find some episodes on the internet. The next one was a little bit further, that's why I used the tram to reach the Liberty Bridge. On the bridge we can bump into Franz Joseph, who was a king of Hungary, in a hammock. The placement is very conscious because the former name of the Liberty Bridge was Franz Joseph Bridge. The hammock is a reference to the fact that on many summer days the bridge is closed for cars and people gather around and have picnic there or relax in a hammock. I really like this miniature and I'm sure he really enjoys his relaxing time on the bridge with this beautiful view.
We are going to the Szabadság Square, the Liberty Square, where we will search for two little statues, and I saw it on the internet that maybe one of them is gone, and it was Shushu, the dragon, which is also an old cartoon character, and if we can find it, it's a shame, but there's another that we will check out, and yeah, that's the plan. As far as I remember, it was somewhere here on the walls. I don't remember exactly where, but I can't actually find it. And now I'm inside of a construction zone, so I should leave.
So the only one I could find was Breki, in English Kermit the Frog, from Muppet Show. They say that this frog is there because back in the days there were some restaurants in that area where they served frog legs on their menus. But luckily Kermit is not threatened by this danger anymore. Or at least I hope so. The 10th statue that I found was next to the Battyány Eternal Flame, and it's a lunar mover. You may ask, why is it there and why exactly a lunar mover? Well, it's because a Hungarian engineer also played a big role in inventing the lunar mover. The person was called Ferenc Pavlic and he worked for the NASA. This little statue commemorates this genius man.
Okay, so this was a very big walk. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, even though if you didn't see that in the video, because there are many more statues like this all around Budapest, so maybe your favorite wasn't mentioned, but that doesn't mean that you can't share it with me in the comments. If you're ever running out of programs in Budapest and you want to learn about the Hungarian culture in a fun way, then I think this is the perfect opportunity. I really enjoyed this little walk and I hope you did too. Subscribe for more Hungary and Budapest related content and see you in the next one. Bye!